Hello, Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, everyone. My name is Nival. Sorry. Hello, good morning, everyone. I hope you can hear me. My name is Nival, and I have my colleague Mustafa with me online. We're from Evotech, the technology operator of Tatmeen, and this workshop is to answer your questions related to Tatmeen and help you onboard to the Tatmeen platform. This call is recorded, and we will share the recording with you after this call within 24 hours. And so if you have any question, please raise your hand, and I will give you a chance to raise your question. This call is being recorded, so if you miss it or you want to refer back to it, you can find the recording. I don't see any hands raised. Can you please confirm that you can hear me? Mustafa, am I audible?
I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. Okay. Well, no one is raising his hand or her hand yet. So what we will do, we will keep this call open until 11:30. If we are not having any questions, then we will close this call.
Good morning, Nawal.
Good morning, Mike. Morning. Thanks for joining. Mike, just to let you know, we are leaving the call open for anyone, if anyone is having a question, to raise his hand, and we'll keep
Sure.
the call at 11:30.
Okay.
One update which I wanted to share is that the cancellation API is already added to the Postman collection on tatmeen.ae. So if you missed last week's call, we announced it last week, and we're just reminding everyone this week that you can download the Postman collection for shipping cancellation. Hi, Thomas. Thomas, can you please unmute yourself?
Yes, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we do.
All right. I got a quick question. I'm from an MAH, and we're already reporting into the Tatmeen system due to some changes in the distribution in the future, where partner has asked us for some more, or is expecting more costs due to several MAHs that we have. Apparently, there has to be a connection for each MAH. Let's say we have 6 different MAHs, all for the same company. But apparently, each of these MAHs needs a separate or specific, at least, connection, and that creates costs for the partner. I would just like to try to understand the technical part of this. Is that a possibility that we cannot just have like one partner and all different MAHs we report the files for? Does it ring a bell? Does it have to be several connections per MAH?
Yeah, the MH's responsibility is to handle the commissioning, which is the opening or recording the serial numbers on Tatmeen. Now, the MH can report only the products or the GTIMs that are within the ownership of that MH. So if you are having 6 MHs, and each MH is having 1 or 2 products, then each MH will have to send their own commissioning messages separately.
Okay.
Now, what can be done is if you put the same single point of contact, the SPOC, on brand sync account, on GS1 account, and then in that case you will have one SPOC managing the 6 MHs.
Yes.
Now that SPOC can create one B2B user, one business to business user, and you can give that B2B user the ownership for the 6 MHs.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you very much. That's actually what we're doing for the commission and files. I didn't separate it. This is one part, right? The other part that I mean now is afterwards, when it arrives in the country and is being distributed or marketed.
Okay.
There will be another report needed, and for that, apparently, at least for a partner, he will have to sign up several MAHs. We cannot have one SPOC there anymore, like we do now for the commission and files.
For which process? Which business process in specific?
It's when the goods arrive at our warehouse. They then send it to the different agents. And
so you have different agents, different licensed agents. It's not the
Sorry?
same license. You have different licensed agents. It's not the same licensed agent for all your products.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, different agents. Yes.
Okay. Each agent will have to handle their own processes and operations. You cannot do it on their behalf anyways.
Yeah, that's clear. Yes, that's understandable. But the partner is asking for because there is different MAHs, not different partners. Maybe there was a miscommunication. Maybe he actually means the GLNs of the different partners instead of the MAHs. But yeah.
Yeah, just one point to add here. So when we talk about different MAHs, right, and Nibal has talked about the ownership of your products, right? So a product ownership is defined in the drug registration system and not in Tatmeen, right? So whatever you have defined for a particular product, this is the MAH and this is the license agent. Then only that MAH or license agent can commission those products. Now, in case, I mean, if you're looking into saving costs then it becomes a bigger change, and that change has to be driven from drug registration system, right? I mean, if a particular MAH is defined on a product, only that MAH can commission.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I understand that. I think the point that the point in the supply chain is from our warehouse to the agents. There is a report as well triggered, right?
Correct.
When okay, that's the point where per MAH it apparently needs to be data created, connection created to Tatmeen. Whereas for now we just have for the commission and we just have one connection because we signed up one SPOC for all the different MAHs. And our warehouse, when they distribute it to our agents, even though when there's different MAHs, they cannot just have one connection to Tatmeen to report it through this connection. Apparently, they have to sign up a connection or create a connection for each MAH. Is that correct? Is that possible? Or
Yeah,
could they also have one connection and report for us even different MAHs?
okay, I'm trying to understand the business process here, right? So these MAHs, these are in the country or they are outside the country?
They are outside the country.
Okay, now when they are sending these products, operationally, when they're sending these products come to who? To their own warehouse in the free trade zone?
Yes, yeah, to one warehouse in the free trade zone, yes.
Okay, so that one warehouse in the free trade zone becomes one GLN.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have your commissioning and aggregation, which is done by all these 6 MAHs, and then you are shipping to that one warehouse in the free trade zone. That becomes one GLN. And then from that one GLN, you're sending these products to one license agent or multiple license agent warehouse. That's up to you how you want to handle it from shipping point of view. But again, then coming back to your question, when you're saying, it can't it be just one versus 6? So I'm trying to understand. You're talking about one warehouse in free trade zone. So this is one. This is one GLN. So you have 6 commissioning done by 6 particular MAHs, right? And then aggregation, and then basically the shipping is done to that one warehouse in the free trade zone.
Yeah.
So you don't need 6 GLNs in free trade zone. You need one GLN.
Yes, yeah, that's understood. Yeah. And again, maybe there was a miscommunication between MAH and GLNs, but we do have this one, or in the future, this one GLN from the warehouse signed up at Tatmeen, and he's going to send the files for several of our MAHs. But apparently, because we have 6 MAHs, we have to have 6 times this connection. But I guess we'll have to pick it up with the partner again to get some more clarification before I can
See, when
raise
you
it again.
when you talk about, again, you can always send us an email and with the
Sure,
exact
yeah.
scenario. But when you talk about connections, right, we are not really mandating that MAH must be the one who's sharing this data with Tatmeen, right? So MAH can say, okay, I have the subcontractor, a subcontractor, subcontracting company, and basically they are sharing the data for all the 6 MAHs with Tatmeen, using the credentials of MAH. So they must use the credentials. So those MAHs are still responsible, but then they can basically use one entity there to share the data with the team, right?
For example, that warehouse.
Yeah. So again, that warehouse, let's keep it on the side because now I'm talking about only commissioning here, because you see.
Yes, the commission is clear that we already have it that way, that we have one SPOC and we send the files through one connection, let's say.
Okay, and using six
different MAHs. Yeah. Yes.
Okay. And same way for the warehouse, you can basically do that because it's now the warehouse is basically it's one GLN, right? It's one GLN. It has received that particular those items, and then again we have to think. When you send us in an email a particular scenario, what does that one warehouse represent? It's MAH, one of the MAH. GLN right here in free trade zone. So we have to really look at that. Okay, what that is.
Okay.
And then we can come back to you. But if you can be very specific in the email
Absolutely.
that this is the scenario.
From what I understand, we have the same understanding. It's just that suddenly we get confronted with some costs that we can't really explain, and we're definitely going to pick it up with the partner again to clarify what these costs refer to. But thank you very much.
Okay.
It was already very
Thomas,
helpful.
question: who's the
Yeah.
local partner in the UAE? Which company is that?
The warehouse is Kuehne Nagel,
Okay.
and it's their partner.
Okay.
To be
Yeah,
more details.
I felt that we heard this request before, but anyways, please send it to us, and we'll look into it.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I think we can conclude this call. We don't seem to have any more questions. So please, if you have any question, please send it to us by email to onboarding@tatmeen.ae, and we will reply to you as soon as we can. Thanks again for joining us, and looking forward to meeting you all next week. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Thanks, Mustafa.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye.